Okay, so a car dealer who gives a customer a 20% discount on the list price of a car still realizes a net profit of 25% of the cost. So we have our car at its regular price. The dealer is giving the customer 20% off, but still makes a profit on it of 25% of the cost. Then it tells us that the dealer's cost, aka what they bought it for, is $4,800. And the question's asking us, what is the usual list price, aka the regular price of the car? So there's a lot of stuff going on here. And when you have a really convoluted, involved word question that doesn't have variables in it, what you want to do is use what you have in the answer choices and work your way backwards. And as we discussed in our lesson, when we're doing this technique, we always want to start with the middle choice, because you'll always notice that the answer choices go in order of least to greatest. So if you start with the middle and it's too big, you only have 2 left to try. Similarly, if it's too small, you only have 2 left as well. The only time that you don't want to start with the middle is if you are working on a question that says what is the greatest possible, in which case you'd start with the greatest, or what is the least possible, in which case you'd start with the least. But this one doesn't, so we're going to start with C. So if we said that the usual list price of the car was $7,200 and we gave 20% off, that means that we would need to do 20% of 7,200, so that would be $1,440. So 7,200 minus 1,440. So that would be the regular cost, the discounted cost of the car. And that would end up giving you $5,760. So what we need to think about here is a couple of things. So when we make a profit on something, profit is equal to what we sold it for minus the cost, right? So in this case, we know that our cost is $4,800, and they also told us that our profit was 25% of the cost. So if our cost is $4,800, that means that our profit is 25% of $4,800, which is $1,200. So if we want to know what the actual dealer sold it for, we're just going to add 4,800 to this side, and that would be 6,000. So if the dealer sold the car for $6,000 and the question wants to know the usual list price of the car, what we do then is work our way backwards. So this one we can already eliminate as being wrong, because 7,200 minus 20% off gives us $5,760, and we need 6,000. So this is obviously too small, so we get rid of C, and we're going to move on to D, which is 7,500. So D says 7,500, and if we do 20% of 7,500, that gives us 1,500. Subtract, and we get 6,000. Which is exactly what we were looking for, and D is our answer.